Well, welcome back to RuneScape Dragonwilds, where we want to get our new crossbow. It's not really better, but it's at least different. But we probably should repair our current crossbow first here. It is not in a great state. So, let's just make that happen. We got magic for it. Magical mend. Probably technically put more things down to also mend them, but it's fine. Didn't even totally repair the iron crossbow anyways, so. It's magic though. Can't really complain too much. We've also got some enchanted bolts to try out. They do the same base damage, but have a chance of dealing earth magic damage and knocking down your target. Sounds like something we'd want to tactically switch in and out, depending on when we need to knock something down. A warband's attacking our base. Use our basic bolts for dealing with this. Where warband? There they are. Time it. Missed the timing. Missed the timing again. Warband has stopped attacking our base. They're better. Okay. We don't want to knock these down with the bolts. The bolts are too expensive. We need to go get more iron and stuff too for just making more bolts. No, it's a process here. Okay. We got food, we got water, we got stuff, we got potions. Open up these. I like that that's faster now. That's pretty good. Put the essence away. Maybe go make a couple more enchanted bolts just to test it out. Is there a switch between bolts option, or just use the first one? We have the indicator of how many bolts we have left. There's 144 currently. Do we have any more iron? We have one iron ore and some charcoal. So, no, not really. I'm gonna put charcoal just in here, I guess, for now. I just put it into everything that uses charcoal. This doesn't even use charcoal. It's a grindstone. This needs some fuel. Brew some stuff. And cook some stuff. It's already got a decent amount in there. Put the rest of this in the brewing cauldron, I guess. Yeah, just all of it. There you go. We'll see how these bolts perform. Whether it's really worth using it. So we look at the recipe for making these. Each shot is going to take a 15th of a jade and some runes. Runes we can really continue to get more of. That's not a huge deal. But the jades take a little bit more. Look at our box of rocks. We have 11 jades in total. So, a work in progress, to say the least. If we want to get the blue-red crossbow, we do need to head back to this same chest again. Just need to have it respawn now. So we're going to need a way to get back there to check, possibly multiple times, or just a good spot to have a chest we can look at whenever we want to. We could just put a whole bunch of lodestones right next to every chest. Just zip around the world. That'd be an idea. 32 stone, 20 essence, and a vault core. It's been a little bit since we've worried about making another teleport here. But boy, do we have the resources for it. That's not a problem. Slight problem is just the weight of all the resources. We could, theoretically, put it inside of our special storage box. Could in theory work. Go from up here to drop down. What if we just go from over here, leave, cross the river, go up this way? We got like no teleporters up in this entire area at all, because it previously hasn't really been necessary. That's alright. Okay. And southeast. And of course it's raining. Let us swap over to these. Then swap over in the inventory. Not knocking them down so far. Mm-mm. 6 shots there and didn't really knock him down at all. It's gonna be an uncommon activation. It's even kind of less worthwhile, really. What are you doing? Try to these. I also need to go get more iron. Clearly. Managed to miss that. Yeah, it sounds like we got dragon time too. Great. Stick it here. Okay. Sure. Dirty water. Also not exactly what we wanted. Get out of here. Just a little bit of toxicity. That's fine. These wolves just explode. Wild stuff. Onion, onion. Tin. I really do want to see this knockdown effect. You missed that entirely. Maybe that was a knockdown happening? Hard to say. I mean, that was knocked down because he's dead. That looked like some kind of splash kind of thing. I wouldn't say it knocked him down, though. Exactly. Now just back to the regular bolts. Recharge the shield here, too. Now we just need to head northeast. Couldn't say if the chest would respawn already, but we can go see. It's kind of all the way up here, kind of down this way, somewhere. Probably the next bit over. This is also outside of the world here, over this way. Just the edge of the world. Later on, I'll do something. We can't just kind of walk out here. Should be a barrier slash turn back kind of situation soon enough, though. It's an oak tree. Some onions. It's a paradise of onions out here. I mean, that's pretty good. I'll take the cooking speed. Unknown force prevents you from going further. Does it, though? I've got onions to pick up. Unknown force is weaker than my desire for onions. So we got that going for us. There's just this entire area out here. We're this far off the map. There was some talk of fixing some of the ways to get outside of the map. That was a whole thing. That's something. Okay. Well, let's get back in the map then. Since that's where we need to be for the things we want to do. Waterfall outside the map, on the edge of the world. Outside the map, wolf. Dodge me. We're a little slow on it. We take the entire brunt of waiting for it to recharge. Boy. Alright. Let's get back in here. Through the water, I guess. And the actual chest should be right here. Okay. It is not back yet. Doesn't look like. Yeah. Well, there was enemies here. Let's put our teleport not quite directly next to it. Just down there. Okay. Well, that'll work for that. Maybe all the iron nodes have respawned. Can make use of that here. Let's make it not so dark. And go mining. Iron ore. Range has definitely felt like the least able to be upkept so far. For magic, we just go and mine some of the essence. It's really easy. You can even mine it by shooting down the other essences up in the sky with magic to get more bang for our buck, but here, a little bit less so. Because we need specifically the iron. Especially for the crossbow, it has to be metal. You can't just do like bow and crossbow bolts or anything. Doesn't seem. Just make things slightly unfortunate. Let's get a explosion here. On this more rich iron node. Fantastic. I think it's, each bar is 3 iron though, so even with this much, it's still not a huge amount. Don't think we need to worry about the other rocks right now. Stick with these. Let's go get out of there. Oh, shoot. Let's try to mine some. Okay. Good luck. Block that. Charge this thing up. Ram, you trying something? Oh, you're really close to dead. A bit of a waste of a second bolt there, but okay. All depends how strong we really are, I guess. Anyways, mine some more. We're getting just so much mining experience, it's just out of control. We can just compare the experience. It's just required for so many different things. Look in here. Mining experience, 201,000. Goodness. Range, got stuff up to 45 still. Fire arrows. Specifically not fire bolts. There's not too much overlap between the arrows and the bolts, unfortunately. It does kind of limit some of our options. What's that? Seems like these higher level guys take 4 shots. Not too surprising. All 4 guys take 4 shots. Reasonable, I guess. Chest. It's got tin. It's not exactly what we're looking for. We're looking for some of these guys, though. We can still drop their drops. There is 37 range. Oh, how many bolts did that take? Oh boy. This Ranger's less exciting. Yeah. Let's keep looking around for more iron to mine. exactly the button I want to press, but sure. Rock explosion. One more chunk of iron up here at the top. Use our weak little jump to get up here. Maybe it's 2 pieces. There's still more. Somewhere. There it is. Nope, still more. Sometimes it's like clipped into the ground though, so hard to say sometimes. There's 51 iron ore. Some goldberries. We can pick our battles here. Technically, we do want to get more range XP. Also, we could technically see exactly how experience is calculated. Whether just going for other shots would be more cost effective. Because that is something we need to worry about here with this iron ammunition. There's a jade. Could technically make the bolts. Another question of anything that gives extra damage is this actually going to help? So it still takes 4 shots, whether or not the little bit of magical extra damage happens or not. Makes it not really matter too much if it does. Make it or use it. It makes it more expensive for reasons. Oh, somebody's trying to shoot us. Armor. Stamina. And got some shrapnel from them. That's technically something. Again, not that we're using the bleed arrows or whatever. 2 shots. 3 shots. 4 shots. 5 shots. Yeah. Hold on. His pack, but not his drop. I don't think the weapons for these guys are in with the pack drop part, so that's something to consider, I guess. Oh, vestige, a brutal blade head. Powerful looking blade, broken by repairs. So perhaps you could learn something from it. Maybe this is his thing. From the chief guys. Thane's Authority. Yep, that's their weapon. So we did get that. Huh. We should go make that. That'd be pretty cool. Do a little bit more mining first now. Since we're out here. Yeah, Thane's Authority. So with that, I think the only weapon drop we need is from the druids. Which is unfortunate. That means we have to fight the druids. Let's see here. Also, it's a list of all sorts of things here. Thane's Authority. From the Thanes. I just need the Grieving Moon. Staff. Something. Carry weight exceeded? Okay. Q. I mean, we're gonna be leaving here pretty soon. Just not exceed it. So less spooky. We still have 1 enchanted bolt. I guess we picked it up from fighting something. Oh, you get shot with bolts. can also get stuns from just regular attacks too. So it's not like it's anything special. Okay. Let's recharge here. That'll give us some extra weight. Picking stuff up. Kinda. How does one of these even weigh? 2.7? Come in here. That's copper. Well, that's less exciting too. We got 66 iron. That's enough to do a little something. Oh, goodness. It really depends exactly where we are on the map here. We're up in the Highlands. Alright. Let's get to the teleporter. It's up here somewhere. We're down here. There it is. Okay. And let's make the Thane's Authority team. Cozy at the base. Let's get the furnace going. I guess we have the charcoal in there. It actually wasn't making charcoal, it was using the charcoal. $22 iron bars. Well, that's something. Some food stuff away. A couple different bits. Some essence. Get some more for opening up all these boxes. And more runes too. Healing potions. And some quarms, but not very many. Yeah. Definitely don't need this many potions on us. Cut down on weight. Got 29 weak healing potions in here. That's not bad. Store some rock. And some ram horns in this box, I guess. Quarm and plant bulbs. Here's some fangs. Animal hides. Furs and fleeces. Essence. Other ores. Much more copper than tin. The clay in here. Shrapnel. In this pile we're not really using. It's alright. What is the recipe for the Thane's Authority? That can use all the iron we just got. Yes. 10 iron bars and some oak logs. Bolt shards and bronze bars. Bronze and iron. Cool. 15% plus 15% stamina cost. Weight is 25. Big two-handed axe here. This means we're going to need to go get even more iron, unfortunately. Craft the Thane's Authority. 4-star weapon. Cool. Looks like a big ol' axe. Amazing. And the axe style. Got big two-handed weapon attacks. Block and parry. Special swing. And does that count as a multiple hit attack? 4-attack combo. We got the overhead, uppercut, big smash, and even bigger smash. Uses a lot of stamina to do that. Might do less if we have the melee armor on. As a big two-handed weapon, does not come with a shield, obviously. That's pretty cool, though. You can go put this away because we're not currently using melee. This will go in the 4-star weapon racks. Thane's Authority. Looking pretty cool. A couple other cool things in this rank. Iron Greatsword, short bows, longbows, Staff of Light, Draconic Staff, Blightwood Staff, Iron Dagger and Mace and Sword, Dragonbane, Warhammer, Iron Great Axe. A lot of big old two-handed weapons here. The Warhammer, the Great Axe, the Great Sword, Things Authority. Then we've always got the Whip here too, which is more of a one-handed with its special abilities and everything. Also a lot less heavy, which makes sense. Let's see. Giant axe. What's this sword weigh? Also 25. Alright. Whip is lighter. Crossbow apparently weighs 10. Sure. Alright. How much iron do we have left? How many more bolts can we make? A few more. Up to 12 bars. Something. Make some iron bolts. 11 more cents. 12 more cents. Also using a decent chunk of the feathers too. I'm aware of. 285 bolts. Alright, that's something. We still have a decent amount of feathers. Definitely feels a little bit more expensive to do bolts than arrows though. Unfortunately. Bolts we get 15 per bar and 3 feathers. Arrows we get 33 per bar and 3 feathers and 3 logs. Well, more than twice as many per bar. Definitely something. Damage, not more than twice as much. Attack speed, also questionable. It's kind of all in the shield, really. That's the main benefit. But anyways, we got 37 range here. That's not much for anything in particular. Okay. What are we thinking? What are our goals here? We can keep working on range. Get it up here, get Venomous Trapper and Fire Starter. Probably not going to make too much use out of. Keep doing some magic. Get the Greater Confuse. That would somewhat work. Keep working on cooking. Make some runes for doing all the magic. We could make our way towards all skills 50, I suppose. We might need to consider what is efficient uses of resources in terms of training ranged, though, unfortunately. Could consider some of our bows here. So we do have a variety of bows. We almost kind of want the best bang for our buck per arrow. This is arrow damage times 4.3 on the stag bow. Times 4.1 on these ones. Something to consider. Also has less draw time. Possibly counts as a longbow, technically. Stag bow. It's just kind of faster and more damage. 43 base. Again, depends on what arrows we use. How many arrows are we rocking anyways? We could at least make use of them. We have 198 bronze and some fang arrows. Again, it really depends exactly how experience is calculated. We can make do with just some basic arrows. That's not the worst idea. Instead of having to go out and mine all these ores, let's go make some stone arrows. Only 8 damage. Something to look into and consider. If it gets us some levels here, without having to constantly go out and mine more iron. Because we went through all that, and we did spend a bunch making the axe. We have to remember that, but overall, see what we can make use of here. In terms of getting some more range levels. It's still, by far, our lowest skill. It's coming along. We can also go try fighting the dragon. Keep searching in the vaults and stuff for other things we're looking for. The druids we still need. And then various chests could have some more recipes for us. There's also a whole new section with plants, but it's another thing to consider. Potted onion, potted red berry bush. We'll see what we can find, what we can make use of. Next time. Goodbye.